Martell Holt wants peace. That's something we've never really heard from him before, at least not in a way that sounded sincere. For years, Martell has been known for chaos, controversy, and conflict, especially on Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But now, something seems to be changing. He says he's tired of the drama. He's tired of the fights with Melody. And most importantly, he says he's finally ready to own his mistakes. That's a big statement for someone like Martell. If you've been following the show, you already know the kind of roller coaster it's been. From cheating scandals to social media meltdowns to explosive arguments, Martell has always seemed like the source of the storm. But now, he says he's done. He wants a new chapter, a fresh start. According to him, he's trying to grow as a man, be a better father, and leave the toxic behavior in the past. So, what's really going on here? Martell says he's not currently filming the show. He claims he stepped back because he wanted to focus on moving forward. No more back and forth with Melody. No more public court battles. No more dragging each other through the mud. He even questions why Melody would try to take the kids away from him if he's been active and involved in their lives. And for once, instead of lashing out or throwing accusations, Martell sounds calm. He sounds like someone who's reflecting, maybe even maturing, but let's be real, Martell's actions have never exactly matched his words. This sudden change is making a lot of fans wonder, is this real growth, or just another performance? Because not too long ago, things were getting messier than ever. Fans were already fed up. They were calling for Martell to be removed from the show entirely. The tension had reached a boiling point. And yet, in the middle of all that heat, Martell didn't come out swinging like he usually does. He did something completely unexpected. He asked for peace, yes, peace. The same man who used to stir up arguments in nearly every episode is now asking everyone to let things go, to move forward, and to co-parent peacefully. On the surface, it looks like a powerful change. He's not just saying he wants to grow, he's showing it. He's talking about being a better father. He's focused on business. He's even trying to improve his public image. But fans aren't easily fooled. They remember the history. They remember how quickly Martell could switch up his story. One minute he's calm, the next he's back to posting shady messages online or getting into fights on camera. That's why people are skeptical. In fact, right when he started pushing this new Martell image, everything started to fall apart again. First, there was the Instagram post. It was shady, filled with attitude, and it seemed to be aimed directly at Melody. Even though Martell deleted it quickly, fans had already taken screenshots. The damage was done. People started asking, if he's really trying to change, why is he still making passive-aggressive posts? Then came the text message scandal. Alleged messages between Martell and a female cast member leaked online, and they weren't a good look. The text seemed controlling, manipulative, and totally opposite of the peaceful image he was trying to show on TV. Fans were shocked. They had just started warming up to the idea that maybe, just maybe, Martell was growing up. But those texts brought all the doubts rushing back. After that, the cast started reacting. Letitia Scott and others began to distance themselves. They didn't want to be caught up in his mess anymore. And rumors started spreading, rumors that producers were worried about Martell becoming a liability to the show. His behavior was putting the entire brand at risk, and just when it couldn't get any worse, there was a secret phone call. Caught on a hot mic, Martell didn't know cameras were still rolling when he started talking about Ariane Curry, the woman he had an affair with. Fans were stunned. After all the claims that he had cut ties with her, Martell admitted that he was still meeting up with Ariane in private. It didn't stop there. He also admitted that he was using the show to help his business, to distract people from what was really going on in his life. He even said he wanted to control how he was shown on TV. He was trying to make sure the audience only saw the version of him that looked good. That moment was a game changer. For many fans, it felt like the mask came off. The calm, peaceful Martell was just an act. Behind the scenes, he was still trying to pull the strings, still manipulating the narrative to work in his favor. Then came the leaked audio. and this one hit even harder. In the recording, Martell is heard saying that people love drama, and that he and Ariane could use that to their advantage. He was calm, confident, and clearly serious. He wasn't thinking about healing or becoming a better person. He was thinking about making money off the chaos. That moment crushed any hope fans had that he was changing. In fact, Martell even admitted in the audio that he didn't mind being the bad guy. He said that as long as people were watching, he was winning. "Let them hate me," he said, "it keeps the cameras rolling." That's when it clicked for a lot of people. Maybe Martell never intended to change. Maybe this whole peaceful image was just a new way to grab attention. Maybe he was playing a role, trying to rebuild his brand without actually becoming a better man, and then, like adding fuel to the fire, a hidden video dropped. In it, Martell is laughing, completely relaxed, saying things like, "Let them talk, I'm the one making money." He wasn't just unbothered by the backlash, he was enjoying it. To him, all the pain, all the betrayal, all the drama wasn't personal. It was business. Fans went wild. Some defended him, calling him a hustler who knew how to work the system. One fan tweeted, "Y'all mad at Martell, but he's playing chess while the rest are playing checkers." Another said, "He's doing what reality stars do. Get that money, Martell." But most fans weren't impressed. They were furious. They felt manipulated and betrayed. One person wrote, "This guy has no conscience. He's mocking the people who supported him." Another posted, "Enough is enough. It's time for him to be cut from the show. He's toxic." Even the cast wasn't staying quiet. Melody posted a statement saying she was done with Martell for good, both personally and professionally. She's been through too much, and this was the final straw. She said it's time to focus on her kids and move on without him. Letitia and Marcel also spoke out. They've had issues with Martell before, but this was too much. They made it clear they didn't want to be associated with him anymore. And Carlos King, the show's producer, was reportedly furious. He's always tried to believe in Martell, to give him a chance to redeem himself. But after the leaked recordings and the shady behavior, Carlos said they had to think about the integrity of the show. Behind the scenes, producers started having real conversations about whether Martell should stay on the cast. With all the tension, the bad press, and the growing anger from fans, keeping him around might not be worth the risk anymore. So now the big question is, what's next? Can Martell really come back from this? Is there still a chance for him to prove he's serious about changing? Or has he burned too many bridges? At this point, his future on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, is hanging by a thread. The support is slipping. The cast is turning away. And the fans? They're watching closely, waiting to see what happens next. One thing's for sure, Martell Holt is at a crossroads. He can either take real steps toward change, or he can keep playing the game and risk losing everything. Either way, the drama isn't over. So, what do you think? Is Martell really trying to turn his life around, or is this just another act? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.